Namaste students, this is Tamil Selvi. I am welcoming you all for the second session. This is class 4, subject science. Topic is lesson 9, seeds and sprouts, part 2. Students, before move to the lesson today, we will see the particular warm-up activity. So can we able to see in the screen, that is, you should guess the vegetables. On plus E plus on. I think most of you got the answer. I have another one picture clue. Let us see. This is also a vegetable. Q plus home plus ear. So can we see the answers? The answers are, first one is on plus E plus on, onion. And the second one is cucumber. Okay. Students, by learning this part, you will be able to understand how to describe the parts of a seed and also how the seed help in its growth and sequence the stages in the growth of a seed and explain ways to help a seed grow into a plant. So these are the expected learning outcomes. You'll be able to do all these things at the end of the session. So before proceeding to the topic, today's topic, can we have a recap what we have already learned in the last sessions? Okay, so seeds are usually present inside the fruits of a plant. So seeds vary in shape, size, and color, and other aspects of their appearance. A fruit may have one or many seeds. We eat the seeds of plants such as corn, rice, bean, and wheat. So these seeds are known as edible seeds. The process by which seeds are scattered away from their parent plant is called seed dispersal. All living and non-living things that aid in seed dispersal are called agents of dispersal. Some seeds disperse through natural elements like wind and water, but some seeds disperse through animals and humans. Next, we are going to learn what are the parts of a seed. Because the seed contains everything necessary for the growth and development of a new plant. So here you see, before opening the seed, you can have a look at thoroughly before opening the seed. So here you might have wondered that many seeds people are using in our day-to-day life. If you go to your kitchen, you can ask your elders, and what are the seeds available in the kitchen, you just find out. Okay, so for example, pea, and also here you will get a chana and groundnut. So these are the seeds available in the kitchen itself, in your house kitchen. And the bean seed also is available, flat beans. Okay, now we learn the most seeds have similar parts inside them. How the seeds go through the various stages as they grow and sprout, become young plant. Now we are going to learn. There are three primary parts of a seed. Are the seed coat. Look at the outer covering of the seed. That is called seed coat. So the next part is a embryo. Can you able to see the green color thing? So this is called a embryo. This yellow color is called as cotyledon. So these are the primary parts of a seed. The seed coat consists of one or more protective layers. So seed coat consists of one or more protective layers that protect the seed. The embryo develops into a new plant. The cotyledon is the seed leaf that stores the food in the form of starch and protein for seedling to use. The cotyledon is the seed leaf that stores food in the form of starch and protein for the seedling to use. Here now you see the process by which seeds sprout and become young plant is called germination, because the seed has to go through various stages as they sprout and become a young plant. Let us learn now. Here the very first stage. So here if you want to grow a seed, what you have to do, you have to put it in the water for some time. The seed absorbs the water and causes it to swell. So it will slightly increase in size. The next stage, that is the seedling, breaks through the seed coat and grows out. You will see a small white color structure coming out of the seed coat. Breaking the seed coat, it will come out. So here, third stage, the seedling begins to sprout a tiny root. So it begins to sprout. The sprout already happened, and it will sprout a tiny root which grows downwards into the soil. The seedling sprouts a tiny shoot which grows upwards, pulling the cotyledon along with it. Okay, so it started pulling, the cotyledon is pulling. Here the shoot is wanted to grow. Here a tiny shoot grows inside. So which grows upwards, the shoot will grow above the land. So the pulling the cotyledon along with it. The root and shoot grow longer. The cotyledon supply food further. This is the cotyledon. So this cotyledon will supply the food for the young growing plant. So as the plant grows, see, look at the particular plant bigger, the cotyledon starts shrinking. So now the cotyledon will be started shrinking. Okay, so here you see, once the leaves of the young plant are formed, the cotyledon shrink further and disappear completely. So these are the stages. The particular seed will sprout and become a young plant. So these are the stages, very important stages in the life of a seed. Now I would like to share one video.
Hello friends, how are you all? I am your friend, and today we will learn about germination of seeds. Plants start their lives as small seeds. These can be as small as a grain of salt or larger than your fingernail. Some are round, some are flat, or some are tear-shaped. To understand more about the process of germination, let's first see the parts of the seed. The outside of the seed has a coat. Aww, not this one, buddy. And it acts as a protection for the embryo to make sure it's guarded. Some seeds have soft seed coats, and some have hard. The inside of a seed has 4 important parts. They are the epicotyl. These are parts of the seed that become the first leaves of a plant. The hypocotyl is the stem of the plant. The radicle. It is the first root the plant has. The cotyledon. It is the inner protective layer of the seed that sucks food for the seed. Shh. The seed is in a dormant state. Seeds remain inactive or dormant until conditions are right for germination. These are the conditions for germination of the seeds. Some seeds need light to germinate, others need darkness. But all the seeds need oxygen, moisture, the correct temperature in order to germinate. Once the conditions are appropriate, the plant inside starts to grow. Yes, very good, buddy. It is important to keep the soil watered, so that the soil surface never dries out, but remains constantly moist. Aww, look closely. When the seed is full enough, it pops open. The first parts of the seed to come through the seed coat are the cotyledon and the root, or the radicle. The root takes hold of the soil and starts to consume food from the soil. But because it's still so tiny, the cotyledon is still the main source of food. The hypocotyl continues to grow upward with the epicotyl, and thus the epicotyl becomes the first leaves of the new plant. By the time the epicotyl are showing, the plant is now above the ground. When this happens, the cotyledon fall off the plant and become part of the soil because their work is complete. Once the cotyledon are gone, the plant's tiny leaves take over the job of supplying food to the new plant. And that is a process called germination. Germination is the phase of plant growth when the seed begins to sprout. Now you know a lot about germination of seeds. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye!
Now we'll see the recap. A seed contains everything necessary for the growth and development of a new plant. The three primary parts of a seed are the seed coat, embryo, and cotyledons. The seed coat consists of one or more protective layers. The embryo develops into the new plant. The cotyledon is the seedling that stores food. The process by which seeds sprout and become young plant is called germination. Hope you people have understood the particular concept of germination, stages of germination. Thank you children for joining. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.